More than 80% of the ocean floor has never been mapped in detail. But scattered across the planet are a handful of places that plunge so far down into trenches deeper than any mountain on Earth is tall that they may as well be on another world. The pressure there can crush a steel submarine like a paper cup. And most of them have been visited by humans fewer times than the surface of the moon. Tonight, we count down the 10 deepest places on Earth, descending deeper and darker with every single one. By number 1, we will be standing at the lowest point on the entire planet. Number 10 is already far below the reach of sunlight. Let's begin our descent. Number 10. The Calypso Deep. The deepest point of the Mediterranean Sea, just over 5 kilometers down. It is the shallowest place on our list, and yet it is a crushing, lightless world hidden directly beneath one of the busiest, sunniest seas on Earth. Below the holiday coastlines and the cruise ships, the floor simply drops away into darkness. Number 9. The Java Trench in the Indian Ocean, over 7 kilometers deep and the deepest point of that entire ocean. On a 2019 dive to the very bottom, explorers found something they did not expect and did not want to see. A plastic bag and food wrappers sitting on the floor of one of the most remote places on the planet. Number 8. The South Sandwich Trench near Antarctica. Its deepest point, the Factorian Deep, plunges more than 8 kilometers into near-freezing black water. It is the coldest of the great trenches and one of the most remote spots on Earth. A human being reached its very bottom for the very first time only in 2022. Number 7. The Puerto Rico Trench and its lowest point, the Milwaukee Deep. Over 8 kilometers down, the deepest place in the entire Atlantic Ocean. It sits on a tense boundary where two of Earth's tectonic plates grind past each other, making it not just deep, but one of the most geologically dangerous places in the Atlantic, capable of triggering earthquakes and tsunamis. Number 6. The Kuril Kamchatka Trench off the far east of Russia and Japan, almost 10 kilometers deep. It is a long, narrow scar carved into the sea floor, one of the longest deep trenches in the world, where powerful cold currents and absolute darkness combine into one of the least studied places on the planet. Number 5. The Izu Bonin Trench south of Japan, nearly 10 kilometers straight down. Its sheer walls and crushing pressure make it almost impossible to explore, and vast stretches of it have never been seen by anyone. It is a reminder that even close to one of the most advanced nations on Earth, the deep remains almost completely unknown. Number 4. The Kermadec Trench near New Zealand, 10 kilometers down. Its depths are home to some of the strangest creatures found this far below, including ghostly white snailfish. Number 3. The Philippine Trench and its deepest point, the Galathea depth, more than 10.5 kilometers down. It is so deep that a heavy weight dropped from the surface would take hours to reach the bottom. Almost nothing is known about what lives in its lowest reaches. It is, quite simply, a blank space on the map. Number 2. The Tonga Trench in the South Pacific. Its lowest point, the Horizon Deep, reaches nearly 11 kilometers, making it the second deepest place in the entire ocean. The pressure here is over 1,000 times what you feel at the surface, enough to implode almost anything not built to survive it. For most of human history, no machine on Earth could reach it and return. And number 1. The Mariana Trench and, at its bottom, the Challenger Deep, almost 11 kilometers down, the lowest point on the surface of the Earth. If you dropped Mount Everest into it, the peak would still be more than a mile underwater. More people have walked on the moon than have ever travelled to the bottom of it. At the very bottom, explorers found a desolate alien plain of pale sediment, stretching out into the dark in every direction. And, incredibly, even down there, in the most remote location on the entire planet, they found traces of our plastic. There is, quite literally, nowhere left on Earth we have not touched. And here is the part that should genuinely stay with you. We have explored only the tiniest fraction of these 10 places. The vast majority of every trench on this list has never been seen by human eyes or human machines. We have more complete maps of the Moon, of Mars, and of Venus than we do of the deepest places on our own planet. 10 places, each deeper and darker than the last, each one a crushing, lightless world hidden beneath the waves, and almost all of them still unknown. Whatever waits at the bottom of the deepest trenches on Earth, there is a very real chance no human being has ever seen it. If you want to keep descending with us into the deep, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next dive.